திருமிகு ஷார்மின் ஜேம்ஸ் ஆஸ்திரேலியா ஆரிஜினை சார்ந்த இவர் இங்கிலீஷ் லிட்டரேச்சரில் முதுகலை பட்டம் பெற்று 35 ஆண்டுகளாக தனியார் பள்ளியில் ஆசிரியையாக பணிபுரிந்து ஓய்வு பெற்றுள்ளார். இவருக்கு குழந்தைகளுக்கு பாடம் கற்பிப்பது மிகவும் பிடித்தமான ஒன்றாகும். மேலும் தமிழ் மற்றும் ஆங்கிலத்தில் மிகுந்த ஆர்வம் கொண்டவர்.
இந்த இனிய வேளையில் உங்களுடன் இணைவது எமக்கு பெருமையே. மங்கையராய் பிறந்திட நல்ல மாதவம் செய்திட வேண்டும் அம்மா என்ற வரிகள் கவிமணி கூறிய கனிமொழிகளாகும். பெண்ணல்ல சிவந்த கண்ணங்கள் ரோசா கண்ணல்ல அள்ளி சிரிப்பு மல்லிகை. கண்ணீர் துடைப்பவள் பெண், கண்ணீர் விடுபவள் பெண், கண்ணிமை போல் காக்கவள் பெண், கனிவோடு உபசரிப்பவள் பெண், கண்ணே என்று கொஞ்சுவதும் பெண், கண்முடி தனமாய் நம்புவள் பெண், சாதிப்ப துடிப்பவள் பெண், சாதனை படைப்பவள் பெண். I have so many instances when I've met beautiful women in my life. I'm not here to laud about women and to give you a big speech. I'm here to share a few incidences that inspired my life. Women are awesome. Women are unique. You know, during the pandemic, we were all restricted to our homes. With the coronavirus, we could not leave our home. But this beautiful woman, this vegetable vendor, a simple woman, walked down my street every day, and she stopped at every doorstep. She had such a beautiful countenance, such energy, such a lovely disposition, charm that oozed from her. She was like a sunshine, and we were wonderstruck at her lovely smile. And every morning she would come down our street shouting, "Kai, Kai, Amma, vandu paarengamma, எல்லாம் பச்சை பச்சேன்னு அவ்வளவு அழகா இருக்குதுமா. ஒன்ன மாதிரி எலசா கத்திரிக்காய், வெண்டைக்காய், சுண்டைக்காய், முருங்கைக்காய் சாம்பார் போட்டு பாருங்க, கமகமன்னு இருக்கும். இந்த மணத்தக்காளி ரசம் செஞ்சு பாருங்க, எவ்வளவு இனிமையா இருக்கும். அது குடிச்சீங்கன்னா அப்படியே சின்ன பிள்ளை மாதிரி ஓடுவீங்க. ஆமா, சுரக்காய் செஞ்சு பாருங்க, நான் சொல்லி தரேன் உனக்கு. ஆமா, வெள்ளரிக்காய் இருக்குது, பச்சை மிளகாய் இருக்குது. And she attracted all the women, and we ran like children looking at this pretty woman more than ever. She was in her 50s, but you know, the sunshine she spread, and her salesmanship was something unbelievable. In an hour or two, her whole cart of vegetables just disappeared. That's it. Just an ordinary woman doing an extraordinary thing and touching our hearts with her beauty, with her charm. After all, she earned only a few rupees. And then again, I was watching this advert on the TV as I scanned the channel. Oh, wow. I didn't want to miss this sight. A car came down, a plush black car drove in the rain on a rainy day on that busy street, and a transgender woman ran in the rain to the car for some alms, and she tapped at the glass window. And there, that old woman sitting in the luxury and comfort of her room, was so happily looking at her, hardly looking at her, indifferent. And she pushes some money into her hand and she got rid of her and she just drove away. And the next day, the same car, the plush black car, came in the rain and stopped. And the woman, transgender, ran to the window and tapped the glass. And before this woman could shove that money, because all she knew was to give away and flaunt her money. And she said, Amma, இன்னைக்கு நான் காசு வாங்க மாட்டேன். எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு கப் டீ குடுக்கலான்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். And so sweetly, she gave the glass, and that woman was very reluctant, that old lady at the window. Her granddaughter gave her a smile, nudged her, and asked her to take it. In other words, no one spoke, but expressed. She took the tea, tasted, and turned to the woman with a big smile and touched her on her head and blessed her. So the camera went, hats off to the director, the camera went from the cherubic child's face to the old lady and to the transgender. And who do you think I loved the best? The transgender. A woman shunned by the world, lost. Everybody didn't want her. No one wanted her. She stood alone, but she conveyed one beautiful message, a message of love. And God was there for her. She ran back in the rain to her enclosure. It's a cruel world, a harsh world. Think about it. And then again, I was seated in this airport in Sri Lanka, waiting for my connection flight. And then I heard someone. I was wrapped up in my thoughts, and I heard someone sing a carol. It was only 4 days away from Christmas. And I turned to look at a most beautiful woman. She made a pretty picture. And she knew I looked at her and she said, I'm singing to my granddaughter. And I said, how lovely, you have a lovely voice. She said, thank you. And she walked with big strides across, waving to me, see you again. And she was off in the crowd. And in an hour, I was seated on the plane to Melbourne. And then I heard a shuffle and a whimper behind me. And I looked into the face of this beautiful woman. And she was the same lady I had seen in the airport lounge. And she smiled at me and walked with beauty and majesty and pride and confidence. She went up to the cockpit and she suddenly turned, gave a bow, and she said, good night. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your captain, Shruti Sinha. I'm saying goodbye. It's my final flight. Won't you say, give me your blessings? Won't you say all the best? And she waved to the crowd and she turned to the cockpit and I saluted this proud woman. Thank you. Thank you for your kind listening. Women, you don't have to be one of those inspirations that I told you about. You can be a beautiful gift of God. You can shine and bloom and grow where you are planted. You are a gift of God, so unique. You have to complete the plan of God. Spread sunshine, spread happiness, and make the world beautiful. You are a gift of God. Don't forget, where there is a woman, there is magic. It's fantastic. And I thank you with all gratitude from the bottom of my heart for the golden opportunity given to me. Thank you.